Hello, everyone. I'm Kristina Holzweiss, the moderator of Canva Librarians and Teachers Facebook group. Welcome to today's International Spring Virtual Showcase. Today, I'll be showing you Canva AI Magic, 20 plus tricks to transform librarians and teachers into design wizards. Let's begin. Let's begin with a simple tool, the background remover. So say I want to remove the background from an image. We have a picture of a cat with some books. I click the picture, I go to Edit Photo, I go to Background Remover, and it removes the background. Easy peasy. Now, if I want to alter that a little bit, I could go in there and I can click some buttons and I could restore and I could also erase some more. So let's do that. Let's erase some more of these books. And you can also change the brush size depending on how intricate you need to be. And now let's click Restore and let's put them back. So your background remover removes just the background. So you could put the images in the foreground anywhere you want. You could also restore the image to the original. Now let's try another tool that's similar to that. It's called Magic Grab. So you click the image and this time you are separating out into layers. The foreground and the background become separate layers. So you click the image and you click Magic Grab. Now, Magic Grab is brand new with this click option. You can actually see where the AI has chosen some parts that you can remove. You can still take your brush and remove parts manually, or you can choose the click button and click different objects or multiple objects. So let's look around, let's see what we can click. Let's click the girl in the front, and we'll also click her computer. And let's see what we get. So now, not only do we have removed the background, we still have the background for something else, but we also have the object removed for the foreground. That's called Magic Grab. You're grabbing objects from an image. Now let's try Magic Eraser. So Magic Eraser does exactly what it says. It erases objects. So let's again edit the photo and click Magic Eraser. And again, we have the new click option. You can see the AI working its magic, but you can also use the brush and you can change the brush size. I'm going to use the click, but I'm going to try using it on this cacti over here. So I'm going to go to the cacti and I'm going to click them and see what happens. All right, it chose two of them. Let's choose some more. As you can see, you have to do them manually. I could use the brush feature if I wanted to as well. But this new click option works really awesome. As you can see, the keyboard lifts immediately. And now I'm going to erase them. They are gone. It will work with most images. With a solid background, it works much better, and it's much easier when you see a foreground and a background. So shadows help and solid backgrounds. So let's do Magic Edit. Magic Edit not only erases objects, but adds objects through AI. So again, we have the new click option, which I think is awesome, and we have the brush option. So again, with the click, you can see what would be able to be lifted. So this time I'm going to choose the apple, but I'm also going to use the brush and give it a little bit of the edge to see if I can remove that as well. You don't need to be perfect. Now I'm going to put in some flowers and let's see what that looks like. It will take some time to generate, and then you can see exactly the apple was replaced by some flowers. But they're not very big. It's not a very big vase, and I'd like something bigger. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to use my brush option, and I'm going to erase more of the image. And in its place, I'm going to put that vase or pot of flowers. Let's see what happens. Look at that. It it took what was there that I used the brush and it replaced it with another object. So that is your magic edit. Let's try another tool. Magic text works very similarly, but as you guessed it, it removes text. So let's say you have an image and you want to remove the text because you want to use that image for something else. I click the image, and this time I grab the text. Again, there's the new click option, and I could choose all text as well. And let's see what happens. This feature removes the text. Sometimes it removes the text and keeps the same font. Other times it just changes the font as well. So if you want to use that text, you'd have to change the font sometimes. But look, the text is gone. I could use it for something else. Here's our sixth tool. It's called Magic Expand. So let's pretend that we have an image, but it's too small for our presentation. This square image, we can make into a rectangle. So I'm going to click Magic Expand, and we're going to use the power of AI to expand this image. I could choose whatever size that I want. I could choose a free form. I could choose the whole page. I'm going to choose the whole page, and I'm going to fill this up. Let's see what AI is going to do. Notice that hands, arms, other parts are very difficult. Human beings are hard to replicate naturally. Let's see how AI does. Well, this looks a little different. We could definitely tell the AI part of this with this person and the bookcase. But I mean, for generative AI, I think this is just the beginning. I think it's pretty cool. This one's a little weird. Let's see what else. This one, getting a little strange. It's very difficult to replicate the form of people. So let's, instead of making it so big, let's see if it can handle a smaller image. So let's just make it a little bit bigger. Okay, we have some better images. Again, people not so well replicated, but a bookcase is okay. And if we needed to extend it, we could do that. So I've noticed that with patterns, it'll extend better. With objects, it'll extend better rather than people. Let's try number 7, Magic Morph. So find Magic Morph, you need to go into your apps. Once you use your apps for a number of times, it will appear in your apps. If it doesn't, you can discover the apps. So here are just some of the apps that you can use. And here are the AI powered apps. And here are the designer apps. And then where you can get content from and discover content from. So let's go to my app, and we're using Magic Morph. We're going to select a design. I have the word read, and I'm going to describe the look of it. I'm going to type in rainbow. There are already pre-made looks here, and then you could try putting in other looks. So let's see what happens when I put in rainbow, and it did it. We have lots of different rainbow choices. I'm going to choose this one at the top. So it's Magic Morph. Now let's talk about a really fun tool called text to image. You could also do text to graphic and text to video. So you could just search for it in your apps. It's called Magic Media, and then you're going to learn about text to image, graphics, and video. Graphics actually is brand new. I just noticed it today. So you have to put in a prompt. So this is a really good skill in teaching how to write directions or prompts. So I'm going to ask Canva to generate an image of Abraham Lincoln in front of a log cabin, and I'm going to use this cartoon look, and you use the words chibi and Pixar to give it a real cartoon look. You can look into different styles. I appreciate the fact that they're all rubber ducks and they show you the different styles so you can choose what's best for you. You'll get different images based on the style that you use. I find that Dreamy works best for me with this chibi Pixar look, and then you can choose whether you want it portrait, landscape, square. I'm going to choose square, and I'm going to generate. It As long as it's someone famous like Abraham Lincoln, there are enough images on the internet, it will do that. If you put in your own name, it probably won't find you. So in here, I did not say that it should have only one floor in the image, so I'm going to choose the one with the one floor because the others are not appropriate. But I could also uh, generate based on that image. I could go up there and press the three dots, and I can regenerate, and AI will learn from me what I need. And now I can generate directly from the image into creating a video. So the text to video, you can type in what you like, but you can also go to from text to image to text to video. So as you can see, it's not a lot of movement. It's just a little bit, but it's a little movement here of Abraham Lincoln. And I'm going to put in that little video right here. I think the next time I will put in that he should be wearing a hat and a beard. Again, you should be as specific as possible and to get the results that you want. So that's our text to video. Kind of cool. Now we're going to try text to graphic, which again, I just noticed today. And we have clip art, we have little doodles. Great, I think, for making coloring books. Really different kinds of images than the text to image. So again, I'm going to choose Abraham Lincoln. I'm not going to put the log cabin this time, just an image of him standing. I think as simple as possible. And this Chrome feature intrigues me, so I'm going to try the Chrome. You click that, and let's generate maybe a little Monopoly piece of Abraham Lincoln. And there he is. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to take one of those. Again, let's see how long. Okay, now we have all four. And I'm going to drag this one over here so you can see the difference between text to image, text to graphic, and text to video. Notice the text to graphic is supposed to be a little more simplified without a background. So that is your text to image. This is a really cool feature. It's called the DID presenter. DID is an entirely different tool that you would have to pay for a subscription, but you can try it through Canva. And you go to your apps, and if you have a subscription, you can actually connect them to make it very seamless. And you go in there and you look for the DID. It is an AI tool. You can choose the presenters that are already there. You can upload audio. You can put in a script. If you pay for the subscription, you can upload your own images and your own audio. And it's really cool to make AI avatars. So this one I created. I I wrote the script using Magic Write in Canva, which I'll show you later, and then I put the script into DID. I did a text to image, creating an image of Edgar Allan Poe. put that in DID. Then I created that video of him
I am Edgar
speaking,
Allan Poe,
brought it
American
back into
author, poet,
Canva,
and
and
literary
then gave
critic
him
born in
the
Boston in
raven and gave him a little
1809.
background, and I
I
put
am
some
best
music
known for my
behind.
dark,
So this
macabre
took a little
tales
bit
and
of time,
poems,
but
such
it
as The
uses
Raven and
several of
The
the tools,
Telltale Heart.
and
My
it's
life was
really
marked by
exciting when you
tragedy, including the death of my
complete
mother
these.
when I was
You
a
can do them
child
for
and the
different
early
historical
deaths of my wife and
figures.
several
You
other
could do
loved
them
ones.
for maybe
I
characters in a
struggled with
book.
alcoholism
I
and
think your kids
financial
would really enjoy
difficulties
this.
throughout my life. Despite these challenges, I am regarded as the father of the detective story. I
Now let's talk about Magic Switch. A Magic Switch has different tools in it: resize, translate, and transform into doc. So I love the fact that in Canva, when I'm working in one style or one dimension, I can quickly change over. I don't need to copy and paste if I'm thinking, oh, this should really be a video or this should really be this size. I could simply go into Magic Switch. I can resize whatever I need. I could go from landscape to portrait or narrow like a bookmark. I could choose the right size for a Google site, a Facebook header, whatever I need. So you can also see that you can also translate. You can translate different pages. You can translate one page. You can choose whether you'd like to make a whole new copy of the entire document that's resized or translated, or you can just take your first one and just rework it. So try out resize, translate, and transform into doc. Here you see that the size that I created is very narrow. And now we're going to try the translate feature. So I'll go up here to Magic Switch again, and I'll go to translate. And I'm going to choose Ukrainian. I am Ukrainian, so I'm going to choose the Ukrainian language. You could search for it, or you could scroll down and look for it. And then again, you can decide if you want to translate all the pages or just certain pages. Again, you don't need to download each thing. You can just tell Canva which pages to translate. And you can translate a whole new document, or you can keep one document English and then make a copy of it to translate. So let's see how it translates. And there we go. It's translated. So I think that's pretty neat. And kids for using is learning about languages, using their primary language, English language learners. And here, this is a really fabulous feature. I could take my entire presentation and I could change it into text. So I can summarize it. I can write a blog. I write an outline. And here I am going to change my presentation into text. It is going to go into Canva Docs. Okay, and let's see what that looks like. Isn't that the coolest thing? I didn't have a lot of text in my presentation, and it actually took all the text and it elaborated on it. You can make blog posts like this. You can use this for newsletters. I love the way that you can create in one modality in Canva and then switch it up to another modality without changing the tool and without having to download anything. Now we're going to try out Magic Write on its own. Magic Write is just like a simplified version of like Google Docs. I love how when you start using Magic Write, it has this little random quote every day. Again, here are your simple tools, but here's Magic Write. I'm going to press plus, choose Magic Write, and again, you can look at all the tools that you have. You can put in text, you can put in charts, images, you could do all sorts of things. You could even embed links. So let's use the Magic Write. And then we can notice that at the top we have a voice, and that's a new feature. So we're going to write an email to a parent whose child, whose kindergartner actually lost a library book, because that is a common issue. Okay, so again, we're writing this little blurb. You can be very specific, or you can just give vague details. And now you can also add a kind of voice. So you can put in a sample of what you think of what the voice should sound like. I think that would be really interesting to do, talking about literature and character voices. Look at that. Here's our email all ready to go for the parent. And I love the tone of this email and the fact that it says, let's work together. Um, I know that, kiddos usually, this is not unusual for kids to lose their library books. Let's work together. Maybe you could find a book to replace, but it's written in a very nice tone. And I didn't even ask for that tone. So I really appreciate that. You can just use this as the basis. Sometimes I like using this, just there's certain phrases I like, and I'll use the phrases and then I'll write the rest of the email. So it's a really great starting off point. You can also, this might be too long for an email, so you can actually shorten it. I could highlight all of this and I could do magic write again. I could change it in different ways. So let's highlight the text again, and let's use the magic write again. And let's see. And you can see that you could choose different kinds of ideas. So I'm going to actually, you could translate this in here. You could change the voice in here. So lots of things you can do. The tone, you can change. Again, here's the translation. So if you want to mail it home to someone whose parents are not English language, who whose English is not their primary language. Let's use the magic write again. And again, you can make it more fun. You can shorten it. You can do lots of different things. So let's try it out. Again, this is a really great way for students to learn about their writing style, the tone that they should have in research papers, the voice that they could have for their characters and stories, the tone they should have in cover letters. So Magic Write is a really great way for kids just to even learn how to write better, and how to write different prompts. And as teachers and librarians, this is really going to save you time. And you could even put it in other forms. This one is generating my letter or my email as a list. So just see what's under the hood. Poke around in Canva, Magic Write, experiment, and see what you can come up with. Now we're going to actually take that document and we're going to create a presentation out of it. Look at that. It actually took whatever I had in the Magic Write in the document, and now it has broken it up into a presentation. So not only can you go from a presentation to text, you can go from docs to presentation very seamlessly. Now those are pretty big slides, but you can edit them later. Number 15, I really love the PDF editor in Canva. So if you ever have a PDF that you need to change, you could upload it right from your computer and you can edit the PDF. You can put in new images, resize the images, rework it, move things around in the PDF. You can even maybe add frames, add charts. Lots of things you could do with the PDF editor. And look at this, you could even sign. So if you have a document that you need to sign, you can use the PDF editor. Let's look at these tools, the Magic Design tools, which are Start for Media, Presentations, and Video Editing. So let's see what Start for Media is. So you go into your dashboard and you start typing in what you like, and then it says start from media. So you can choose any image that you like, and it will create something based on that image. So instead of working with you choosing a template or you starting from scratch, you can work with the media that you already have and have Canva design a presentation based around that media. Now let's look at presentations. So if you go into here into design, you can use the magic over here. You see that the little stars over there over the little magnifying glass. I'm going to recreate a presentation on using Canva in the library. So I tell Canva what I want. It gives me some templates below, but on the top you see that it's generating some presentations. Again, they're starting off points. They don't have all the information that you need, but they're a way to get started if you are in a rush. Go through, see which one works best for you, and you can apply the pages. You can add templates to a new page, or you can create whole new presentations. And here you can go slide by slide, see what works for you. Some images are already there. At least the layout is there for you. And now let's try the video editing. So if you go in here, at the dashboard again, and if I go to videos, I can start from the media I have. So I click over here, start, create, use the video. I click that area, and I could click over here and generate a video based on the media that I have. So I'm going to click some of the images that I've created. Now, once I choose a few, it's asking me what style, how do I want this? So I'm going to make it a fun presentation style. And then I'm going to click some more images to put into my presentation. Actually, no, put it into my video. Sorry about that. And now it's going to generate the video. Now, this is so cool. It actually learns what's in my images. I didn't write any of this. The AI is picking up what the image is of. BeatSync helps you to determine the sync of the music in your video. So if you go into the beat sync, you can actually have, again, the music sync with the images and the images sync with the music. So basically, if you have a different transition or if you have the quick music or quick video, it can actually sync it together. So when you have a chance, have fun, go into discover all the other apps that Canva has to offer. Some of them are integrated with Canva and some of them require other subscriptions. You can learn about more AI tools. There are trending Canva apps. There are popular Canva apps. There are creation apps. Lots of things that you can use to make your presentations look really awesome. So have fun. I hope you enjoyed today's virtual showcase. And I hope you enjoy our Canva Librarians and Teachers Facebook group. Have a great day, everyone.